Welcome to the next episode of the Morning Fanatic podcast. I'm Albert Torres, and I'm here once again with the filthy Texican, Carlos Gonzalez. What's up, man?
What it do?
Nice. Yep, you were at last night's game, right?
Yep, got pretty lucky and had a good buddy. Shout out to DJ Kicks. Hooked me up with a lower bowl ticket, man. Could not beat the angles. It's right around what I was used to for live games.
Badass, man. Yeah, I know. I mean, unfortunately, he cut our Warzone timeout, man. He cut us off.
From duos, I had to leave you solo for a couple hours, but I'm sure you pushed through.
Be like, I had to play with randoms.
This is what you told me. You said, I'm going to be on the game at 9 o'clock. Where was you at? Where was you at? I had to run solo. I had to play with randoms.
But yeah, speaking of buddies, man, we're lucky to have our second guest here on the show. He's a long-time friend. I swear, he probably has more Kobe shoes than PJ Tucker. He's a spoiled Lakers fan who is angry about winning a championship at the bubble. The one and only Joey Jurado. What's up, Joey?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. We're glad you made it to the show, Joey. Finally we all made it here finally. The trio that was supposed to get this podcast started. So I'm sure you'll be a regular on the show, most likely. And anything you want to add on, Carlos?
No, I'm ready to get this going, man.
Let's get this started. Let's start with the last night's game. The Dallas Mavericks are back in the series and beat the Phoenix Suns 103-94 last night to cut the Suns series lead 2-1. Dallas ended an 11-game losing streak versus the Suns, including the regular season. What did you guys learn about the Mavs or Suns from last night's game? Carlos or Joey, you got the floor.
Carlos, go ahead. You were there.
Well, I realized that the defense that we needed from the Mavs is there. The switching was pretty intense. And I mean, I'm going to sound pretty biased, but the refs were just letting the Suns destroy us on every drive for multiple possessions in a row. And I could tell they were getting frustrated, but the defensive mindset stayed through. And we're just good enough to bother the shots to where they missed enough. And we didn't let them get offensive rebounds too, because the only person in double digits was DeAndre Ayton with 11. So we did a good job on the boards.
Joey?
Yeah, I second that. One thing I noticed that Luka really has started. Well, he did it due to the big trade when they got rid of KP, but he is really trusting those teammates and allowing them to just play their game and be that second tier talent that they are. What's his name? Brunson. I can't pronounce his name. That guy's gonna get paid, and that guy has really come through for that team. Took his talent to a whole nother level. Really outshining. He didn't play very well the beginning of the series, but this past game he just took over, and that's what they're gonna need. They're gonna need those guys just to step up and allow Luka to rest on offense.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that. But I learned two things. One about the Mavs, one about the Suns. For the Mavs, I learned that a Luka ball dominant Mavs will not beat the Suns. Luka, you could see his first game 1 and 2, he was very ball dominant, and it made sense in a way because they were running that 3-2 zone, which I talked about in our last episode. They kept running that zone. It's either 3-2 or 2-3 that they keep running. And, Luka attacked the middle and just kind of go from there. But it felt like Luka was trying to score a lot more and everybody was just standing around. So I feel that this game 3, he the game plan was more of not being very Luka dominant. And you could see Brunson sometimes bringing up the ball. You could see Dinwiddie, although he didn't have a good game, but different people were bringing up the ball. Luka was driving to the middle. Now they were kicking to the sides, getting that corner 3, dribbling through the baseline. So a Luka dominant Mavs team is not going to beat the Suns. A question for you, both of you guys. So much shit that we gave Russell Westbrook for being a turnover machine. Do you guys know who led the league in turnovers?
I don't. I was gonna say Kyrie Irving, but he wasn't on the floor enough to do that.
Any clue, Joey?
I wouldn't be able to think. You're probably just gonna surprise me with a name. I wouldn't even think that he led the league in turnovers.
Well, the league leader in turnovers per game, Luka Doncic, led the league in turnovers. So a ball dominant Mavs team is going to lead to more turnovers from Luka. Game 1. Well, hold up. We'll go for it.
Sorry to cut you off. And I overheard people in my row and people even in the bathroom at AAC say this. This motherfucker jumps too much to pass, which is fine because he's tall. I get it. But sometimes he doesn't need the kick out. He's already at the rim. He's in the air already with his man beat. No, kick out for the 3. Bro, lay it up. Or finish your play. If you're super far away from the basket, yes, pass away. But man, so many were already at the cup with the man beat that I saw him kick out yesterday. That frustrated me so much. But him and Brunson are doing very well. Another little pickup that I've noticed from both of them is their pivot game. Once the ball's dead, just keep pivoting and pivoting and dancing and pivoting, and they get layups.
All right.
No, I definitely see that. And I've talked about it before when I brought up that the whole Luka ball dominance where he has the ball and he's running the show. By all means, I wouldn't want anyone else having the ball either. But once that ball is in his hands, everybody just stands around and waits to see, oh, is he going to pass it to me? Am I going to be open? And for him to allow the other guys to play well, the trust, run the offense, go through the flow, everyone doing their thing, it just makes things so much easier. And it's allowing Luka to rest a lot more because there were times where he was just ball dominant and ball heavy where it's just all him. But pretty much you cut the head on the snake and that's it. So you were able to stop Luka and there was really no more answer. So, I mean, I don't know what his minutes were years past or this year, but I'm pretty sure that was probably the reason why for all the turnovers. If I can just add this, I really want to see not just Brunson get paid, but with him getting paid, he'll be the starting point guard. And I really want to see Luka start to go off the ball more. He needs to learn how to play off the ball a lot more. And that'll just make that Dallas team so much more dangerous.
Right, yeah. And just to add on to that as well, on game 1, Luka had 5 turnovers in 44 minutes. Game 2, when they got blown out, 7 turnovers. And game 3, even though he was in foul trouble in the second half, where he wasn't playing a lot of minutes, in 34 minutes, he still had 5 turnovers and didn't have the ball as much. So there's still a little bit there. Another thing that I learned from the Suns was that CP3 is not going to turn the ball over 7 times in the first half again. That's not going to happen.
Oh, no.
In games 1 and 2 combined, he had 4 turnovers. In game 3, he had 7 turnovers in total. He had 0 turnovers in the second half. So that was better. But that's just 2 things that I learned. One from the Mavs, one from the Suns. And the Suns still outscored the Mavs in the fourth, 27-21. So we're on to the next topic. The 76ers, like the Mavs, won a must game 3 at home to get back in the series. Embiid did make his return from a concussion and a broken orbital bone he suffered on the first round versus the Raptors. Harden was not able to get a game on the road with Embiid out and was blown out in both games. Was it right to prematurely compare Harden and Embiid to Kobe and Shaq? Carlos, Joey?
I'm gonna let Joey jump this one off first.
I don't even think it's even with the fact that we even want to consider talking about this easily. There's no way, no way. To start off, the styles are just completely different. Today's game is different where a lot of these big men like to play on the outside. I mean, don't get me wrong, Embiid's gonna hit those outside shots, but I want to say about a couple years ago when he really took the criticism with Shaq and Chuck when he told them, hey, you need to start dominating inside. You need to start doing this. You need to start doing that. And he took it to heart and he went to work. James Harden, to me, I remember a couple years ago when they started saying he was the best player in the league, the best shooting guard, probably the second all time, and all this. But I mean, he did the famous dribble, 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 and just kick out. That's all he would do. That's all he does. And then come defense, he just lets everybody go by him. But his offensive skill is unmatched. But I don't know what it is. The motor, the aggressiveness, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see those two playing together, and I'm gonna go on a limb. I wouldn't be surprised if James Harden doesn't resign with the Sixers after the season.
Ooh.
I will.
Where to then?
Anywhere to follow the money.
Joel Embiid had 12 field goal attempts. That's not Shaq-like, bro. Are you joking me?
No, wait, but Embiid was hurt.
11, and here's the crazy part.
Embiid was hurt though.
Here's the crazy part. Neither one of them had over 15 attempts, and they won. I wonder what that means.
No,
Tobias Harris stepped up.
I mean, I agree with Joey. This just, it's no comparison, man. No comparison at all. And I know
Tobias Harris and his amazing 9 points.
I know Harden was breaking all these like Kobe records and scoring 30 for I don't know how many games in a row, having a big February month and all that. But it's just kind of like Carlos said, in game one, James Harden had 13 shot attempts and shot 38.5% from the field. Game two, he had 15 shot attempts, 20 points, 40% from the field. I mean, Kobe remained consistent throughout the regular season, and even then, he raised up the level of gameplay in the playoffs. You can't say that about Harden. Harden shrinks. It's like he doesn't know how to play basketball. It's like he's in a never-ending Space Jam movie where he loses his powers.
Here's the thing. I don't even necessarily have a problem with the actual comparison. I just hated that it came before they had even set foot on the court together. That's my whole thing. Like, are we really out of narratives to where we just have to go to the Shaq and Kobe every time? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Joey, any last thoughts on this topic?
I can see why they wanted to do it. Because I don't know. I'm trying to think before these two and maybe after Kobe and Shaq, maybe another dominant, guard big combo. I know they tried to do it a little bit with LeBron and AD, where pretty much you're two of the top five. I'm just saying two of the top five. When two of the top five players are together in the same team, I mean, I think probably the last time we were close to it was Wade and LeBron, but there was no guard and big man. But offensively, yeah, they were both there. They were both there, but yeah, it's James Harden. I don't know what's up with him when it comes playoff times. I don't know, maybe he doesn't have his usual, certain wings at a certain location, missing a couple dollar bills. I don't know what it is, but this guy just doesn't come through in the playoffs, and he can do whatever he wants. Like, yeah, he had that great month of February, but wasn't he shooting like 20, 30 free throws a game where back when those rules where he was just getting all those? And I think, and you know what? I don't know, what was it, this year or 2 years ago when they changed the rules? I think it was this year.
Yeah, I think this year.
And you see a change in his game. He doesn't get the same amount of calls like he used to. Even Trae Young, I think Trae Young was probably affected also because it wasn't one of his rules, one of the rules that they changed on him.
Swipe.
Yeah, I know him.
Young,
those two
Chris
were probably
Paul, everybody that would like blow by you and then put the brakes and then trip over.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
shit ain't working no more. So Chris Paul,
and
Trae Young,
you see those two.
Damian
You see those
Lillard.
guys. you see James Harden and even Trae Young, get affected. But James Harden, he just I don't know what's up with him, but I don't see him playing with Philly. If they get, I mean, I don't think they'll beat the Miami Heat.
Reports that he's not in good like terms with Doc, or like that he doesn't really like Doc's style.
Oh, I
That-
don't think Doc's gonna stay there either. I think Doc is gone.
That motherfucker is in fucking no terms with no one, man. What is he gonna play? Fucking 1-on-1 league on T-Max League now?
El Solo.
But all right, guys.
Probably.
Well, gonna move on to the next topic here, and it's one that you're gonna like, Joe, or I don't know if you're gonna like, but definitely gonna have another big input on this. But senior lead NBA insider and writer Shams Sharanaya, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, from The Athletic, he reported Friday that longtime NBA analyst and former Warriors head coach Mark Jackson was interviewed for the Lakers head coaching job. Jackson is also a finalist for the Sacramento Kings job. Should Mark Jackson take the Lakers job if offered? Joey, I'll let you take this one first.
If I was Mark Jackson, I wouldn't. I would probably take the Sacramento job over the Lakers job. I think Sacramento, especially after they made that trade with Sabonis, I think they have a brighter future. That Laker job, you don't know what the roster is gonna be like, and they need to figure that out. But it's gonna fall on LeBron. He's gonna have to do some changes on his style of play in order for that team to work. In order for even Westbrook to work, in my opinion. I don't know what's up with that team, but Mark Jackson, I would probably take that job if he's going to have a little bit more of a say-so of what kind of players he's going to be able to sign, or even, I don't even know if they can even trade for anybody.
No
Carlos?
picks.
They
Carlos?
didn't want to get rid of the 2027 first round pick. I forgot there was a rumor, or there was something that was going on. They wanted a THT, somebody else, and a first round pick for the 2027 first round pick, but they didn't want to get rid of it. And that's when LeBron was upset, where they thought it would have improved the team. But I mean, by 2027, LeBron's going to be out of there. AD is going to be well into his 30s. So that might be a valuable pick.
Yeah, LeBron probably be an owner already here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
He'll still be playing with his son, I think, by then.
I mean, you want to go, Carlos, or you want me to go?
I mean, the thing with this coaching job, not necessarily, it's a vacancy, but with Mark Jackson in particular, it just goes to show, it shows me that it's the head coaching hunt is kind of becoming like a joke. Not as funny a joke as the one in the NFL per se, but how can a man that was the head coach almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, go this long with nothing to show for it head coaching wise, and then all of a sudden be fucking offered the best gig in town? Like what? Like, oh, we're desperate now, we're gonna reach out for him? He's been available for 9 fucking years. Where's anybody been at? You've had trash fucking coaches in Minnesota, trash coaches in Washington, trash coaches in Charlotte. I mean, I can keep going. Trash coaches in Orlando. Why didn't any of them call Mark Jackson? Now, all of a sudden, what? Maybe because he can control the stars? No, man. I mean, this man should have been coaching years ago. He should have never stopped coaching. It makes me question why he hasn't been coaching, and makes me question even more why they feel they want him now. I need more questions from the Lakers, and the Lakers should have about him.
Yeah, I mean, this question, like, I really wanted to say yes because, I want to see LeBron win another title. I really do. But it's going to be a no for me too, dog. I mean, and it's not because I don't think Mark Jackson is a good coach. I just don't think it's going to be a good fit. I mean, his first year with the Warriors, they won 23 games and were 27th defensively, a defensive rating. They were 27th in defense, the last place in the pack. Of course, it was his first year coaching. Those were young bloods, man. Over here with the Lakers, you got no young blood in there. So first year is going to be, it's going to be trial and error. I feel they need something. The Lakers defensively, it's definitely they don't have young people. His second year, they won 47 games, 14th defensively. They're middle of the pack, so they got better. And the third year, they won 51 games and were fourth defensively. So I feel that Mark Jackson, his best fit is with the younger Sacramento Kings team, like Joey was saying, with the Sabonis trade, De'Aaron Fox. The Lakers' average age is 30 years old, with the best player being 37 years old, will be 38 in December. The Kings' average age is 25 years. Their best player, De'Aaron Fox, 24, and will be 25 later in that season. So there's a 12-year, 13-year difference almost here within their best players. Yeah. So I feel Jackson is better. It's a better fit for Jackson to go young, develop these young bloods, and, you know, maybe get Mike Bibby on that assistant job too.
Develop what? How many years has De'Aaron Fox been in the league, bro?
Still young. They're still young kids, man, you know?
But we said Walton was going to do that.
But Walton, I never had faith in Walton. I never had faith. Joey had faith.
I don't know, man. I just hate that they always have to go get the bottom of the barrel teams. Always.
Because those are the ones.
Get the good teams. Good teams are for the. Yeah, no.
I mean Kirk got the good team.
When they made that trade, they were close to making the playoffs. They were right there fighting for one of those last spots.
All I'm saying is all the African American coaches are on the trash teams, bro, and they always have been. They hardly ever get a choice. They always hardly get the choice at the top tier franchises. And here he is with a potential great opportunity. But here's the thing: that roster's not gonna look the same whenever he's hired or after whoever's hired. It's not gonna stay that way.
Lakers or Kings? Great opportunity.
The Lakers roster is not gonna stay that way. We know that Lakers roster is not gonna be looking like that.
To be honest, that's not a great opportunity, man. Just because it's the Lakers, just Lakers name. I mean, that probably makes it.
Here's what I mean by it.
I don't think it's a good situation.
I don't think so either. But Sacramento has never been a good situation. I don't care about young, and I don't care about, you can show me all the figures in the world. Sacramento is destined for below averageness for the remainder of their existence. They're never going to break past first round exits if they manage to overachieve and get to that. That's peak for Sacramento. They don't make moves. They may have the cash flow. I don't know what the finances, what the cap, what the ownership looks like, but they don't make the moves. They're not a great destination. No one wants to go pay taxes to live way up there.
So their luck is never gonna change like Milwaukee. Nobody wants to go to Milwaukee. They eventually got Giannis. Don't you think that eventually, years later?
Good luck in the draft. Okay, maybe not 30, 40 years. How long did it take Milwaukee to hit? You're going to play that game? Good luck.
That's what I'm saying. You said it's never going to happen. I'm like, it's eventually going to change.
Not for Sacramento, not for the Clippers, not for Minnesota. I can hit you with a few more. Not for the Wizards, not for the Hornets. Those teams are never going to get there.
How long have those teams been, though? Like
some of them,
Washington.
Some of them are newer. Some of them have been around longer than the Mavericks, longer than not as long as the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have been around for a very long time. But you know where I'm going with this? Some teams just exist. They compete because that's what they tell their fans. But they only exist because they're one of 32.
Any last thoughts, Joey?
I just think the Kings, they've been a bottom of the barrel team. I think they've been under bad management, horrible draft picks,
horrible management.
Horrible. Horrible. Is he still an owner?
No.
I don't know if he's still the owner.
He never even had a point of view.
You know what? But here's the thing. This will show you enough. What was it? 4 years ago, the whole Luka draft. I think we talked about it, where Vlade did not want to draft Luka because he didn't like his dad. That goes to show you the mentality of this. Like, you know what? I'm not going to draft the best player because of some pride, stupid reason.
Well, it goes to show you. Ask yourself where Divock is at right now.
In Vegas. Probably. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying. But he's
Right.
it's just that just goes to show you what the mentality was. But I think if they hire, I mean, if I was Mark Jackson, I would take the Kings job. And you have two good players to build around, De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. You have I don't think Fox was an all-star, but I mean he was competing for an all-star spot. Sabonis was an all-star. And don't be surprised if somehow Mark Jackson takes that job and he'll put that young kid Mitchell in the starting point guard
Ooh.
role, and then he'll move Fox over to the 2 guard and allow him to really explode and do what he do, on offense.
You
Just
think
be the speedster, shooting and all that stuff, and Mitchell just run that
¿Cómo
offense.
se llama
and lead it.
that oil field kid? That fucking reminds me of that Halliburton or Halliburton.
That's the one they trade. That's the one they traded for, though. He got traded for the Pacers.
Yeah, man, that
got
kid's pretty good too.
Another dumb fucking move by the goddamn Kings. That's what Mark Jackson has to go to.
No, Halliburton is with the Kings.
No. He got traded for.
He got traded still. Oh
Why is
my
Sabonis there?
God.
Why is Sabonis there, Albert?
No, he
could've
was
sworn-
famous. No, he was famous for it because I think he came out after a press conference. He said, like, I want to be here. I want to be part of the
He's
rebuild.
one of
I want to be
few
the
guys
reason.
that has actually
Mm.
committed.
I want to be one of the reasons why this franchise turns around. And 2 days later, they trade him.
Damn. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because the
Why do you
Cavs
think- why
came
do you
back
think
on
so?
them.
That's why
I
Sabonis
just-
is. That's why
let's-
Sabonis is there.
The last time I thought I saw him was Sacramento, but no, yeah, the time the Cavs came back on down 20 something from the Pacers, that kid was there.
Yes, I can't wait to go work for those competent motherfuckers. Sign me up.
All right, guys. Well, we've reached the end of the show, and man, we'll think of something. What to call these types of questions towards the end of the show. I want to go with rapid fire, but I feel you guys might need a little bit of time to answer some of these. So, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be some questions. Could be around the league with a mix of trivia. So, Joey and Carlos, here we go. First question. There have been reports that Mike D'Antoni is a candidate for the Hornets coaching job. Should the Hornets hire D'Antoni? Joey?
No.
Carlos?
No.
Or no, keep going, Joyce. My bad.
No. I was just gonna say no. I was just hell no. No way.
If they
No
want
way.
to continue to being the Charlotte Hornets and just staying competing, then yeah, go ahead and hire Mike D'Antoni.
I'll add this. If they hire D'Antoni, they'll go back to the Charlotte Bobcats. I'm telling you that right now. And LaMelo Ball will be leaving. He will sign an extension and then pull an AD and just leave.
Which one?
He
The
will be gone.
Steven Jackson Bobcats or which Bobcats?
The Bobcats.
Okafor.
Okafor. All right. Next question. Who wins tonight? Celtics or Bucks?
Bucks.
It's game 3 in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Bucks.
Milwaukee.
Bucks. Joey, I know you didn't get to answer this because obviously you weren't here. But who wins that series?
The Bucks.
Bucks. Ooh, I said Celtics.
No,
in 7. I think. I don't know, but I said Celtics for sure. Can't remember how many games. And they're going to the finals.
Is what's his name? Smart? Is he playing tonight?
He missed game 2.
Yeah, but they won.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Who also wins tonight? Grizzlies or Warriors?
They are in the Bay now.
Yep.
Warriors.
Warriors.
Even if they weren't
Warriors.
in the Bay.
Okay.
What's that series? 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 also.
Okay.
I'll go with Warriors too. Joey, who wins the series?
Warriors.
Warriors. Okay. Okay. So
They're
next,
not ready yet. Grizzlies aren't ready yet.
not ready yet. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I agree. Next question. Here's a little bit of the trivia questions here. So first one. Who has been a 19-time NBA All-Star but never won the All-Star MVP?
19-time NBA All-Star, but never won the All-Star MVP.
Yep.
Kareem.
Joey?
I don't know. I wouldn't say Kareem. Shoot, no idea.
No idea. Carlos, final answer? Kareem got that right.
Damn.
Yep. Next question.
There's no other person that has that many All-Stars. Just
Yeah.
look it up. Like no one even played that long.
I was hesitant to ask that too, but I was like, let
My
me.
camera just
Now,
died.
now I know.
My camera just died.
Now I know what Charles
Oh, man.
Barkley feels like when they're doing this shit with Shaq.
Right.
Damn.
Next question. Carlos, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
replacing my
Oh.
battery.
It's all good. So next question. Speaking of Shaq, Joey, Shaq has co-MVP'd twice in the All-Star game. Who were those players?
Kobe was one of them.
Easy.
And the other?
The other one. Damn, I'm trying to think of the other one. It wasn't Penny. No. I can't think of the other one.
Carlos?
I know Kobe was in one in LA.
LeBron? Or
You know what? It was with LeBron. Wasn't it in Houston?
I don't remember where the All-Star game was, but hold on. I know the one with Kobe, because that one was pretty easy.
I hear some typing. You can't cheat. Now that you're not on camera, you can't cheat, Culero.
Here, I'm getting the camera back up.
There it is. There it is. I see you.
Like, my hands are free, man.
You guys giving up or just throw
What
a
did I
name out
say?
there?
LeBron, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with LeBron.
Joey?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
D-Wade. It's D-Wade. It's
D-Wade?
D-Wade.
Joey?
Definitely feel like Charles Barkley.
Because they were teammates.
Joey?
I wouldn't know. I would say probably LeBron, but I don't know why for some reason I'm thinking somewhere in Houston, but I think LeBron just won the MVP in Houston.
Okay. So you guys got Kobe right in 2009. But it was with Tim Duncan in 2000.
Oh damn, I was not gonna get that one.
That was
I
his
don't know
first. That was his first All-Star, wasn't it? Tim Duncan.
Probably, yeah, because
No way.
no, it wasn't because they got the title in '99. And oh
He was
no,
an
wait,
All-Star by then already.
yeah, I think so. Okay, last one. What two Defensive Player of the Year winners were left out of the All Defensive First Teams?
Oh
This
wow,
year?
is that even possible?
Yeah, I
No,
know.
that is true.
Repeat it one more time.
Yeah,
What-
that they were.
What two Defensive Player of the Year winners were left out of the All Defensive First Team?
This just happened a couple years back.
I know one of them for sure is because I was. Well, I'm not. I might say the answer, but
I'm trying to think of maybe those days where guys like Joakim Noah and Marc Gasol won the defensive,
No, I'm thinking
defensive player of the
of
year.
dude from the Grizzlies. Fuck.
let's see. Joey, Carlos, take
Tony
a little bit
Allen?
of time.
Tony Allen.
Tony Allen. That's
I
what I
don't-
was thinking of. Thank you, Joey. I'll go with
Okay.
that guy.
Tony, two of them though. So who's the second guy? What's your second answer?
Fuck it. Oh wait, defensive player of the year, right?
And missed the All Defensive First Team.
I'm saying I'm going with Joakim Noah and Marc Gasol. I don't know why those guys are just coming. I think maybe Tyson Chandler. Didn't Tyson Chandler win it also?
Okay, so what-
Tyson Chandler has won the award.
Okay, so I need to differentiate, or do you guys want to work together on this one?
Nah, I'm good with Noah and Marc Gasol.
Okay.
I think
Carlos?
I think Gasol was one of those two, and Tony.
Tony Allen.
I don't know why I said Tony Allen. I don't think Tony Allen has even won the award.
Tony Allen and you said who?
Gasol,
Gasol.
but I
Okay.
know I'm wrong. I don't think
So-
Allen has even won the award.
Joey, you're gonna be pissed because one of them was Marc Gasol and the other one was Tyson Chandler.
Oh, he was.
Wow.
You did mention those two. Tyson Chandler in 2012 and Marc Gasol 2013. That was fucking LeBron's Defensive Player of the Year, and he fucking got it stolen by him not even making the fucking All NBA first team. I was fucking pissed that year.
Who did
but-
they put in at center?
What do you mean? Who did they put in at center in the
In
All
the- in
Defensive
the
First
deep-
Team?
Yeah.
I can't remember who the first one. I don't know. Was Andrew Bynum still any good at that time? It's the only
please
other guy I
don't.
could think of.
Oh, Stewie, he was a Cavalier. You should remember when he was a Cavalier.
Ah, fuck that. I don't even think he fucking suited up for them, man. They
I
just
think he suited
fucking.
up like 3
He
games.
just went. He just
I
went to
think he suited
Cleveland.
up 3 games.
He just went to Cleveland to take his braids out.
See and fucking take them out. But all right, guys. Well, that's the end of the show. I felt these were pretty good questions, so I want to see if next time I can come up with better ones. But
Alright.
nonetheless,
I think we should throw in a who he played for.
who
one of
he
these
played
days.
for in there. Yeah. And you know what? Oh man, I forgot at the very beginning what I wanted to say was and maybe I'll add it later on through the video, but I wanted to thank everyone who viewed the first episode. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully we can get the same response in this second episode. We got Joey, we got Carlos, most likely going to be regulars on the show. But again, Joey, thanks for coming in today, taking your time. Filthy Texican, you too, Black Mamba. All right,
Thank you.
guys. No problem. Mamba out.